This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Happy, amazing Thursday. And I'm so looking forward for a three day weekend, guys. I have so much things to do. Can't wait to finish my book. That's the reason why I'm so excited about the 3 day weekend so I can focus on doing working on my book, right? So because Monday is President's Day, so I don't work during the weekend, and looking forward for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'll be working on my book. I just like really want to knock it off and get it done, right? Because I had to really have it in mind that I had to really finish it soon, so I can publish it, since a lot of people is asking for the book as well. So, and that is something that I am super, super excited, to finish the book, right? And that's really commingled with my topic tonight on this fourth day of this 90-day Go and Success Challenge that I have been doing with my team, with my mentees. And this is my fourth year of doing this 90 days Go and Success Challenge blueprint that I created on October of 2023. And topic for tonight is all about the power of consistency. Why consistency is so important, right? And then I kind of relate this to the book that I am writing, The Power of Consistency, and the woman who keeps showing up wins, right? So I kind of like really connect that with my book. So just kind of like giving you a hint, right? What is happening on my book. So hello everyone. For those of you who doesn't know me, my name is Arneth. I am the face behind this business page, personal page, and my YouTube page. And I'm so grateful to be here with you guys. My family are already asleep, and it's only for 8:47 in the morning, in the evening, and then I usually go sleep at around 11 o'clock in the evening. That this is my time. So I have like 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. So I have 2 hours to work on my business, to work on my book, and do some meditation and journaling before I go to sleep. And I wake up at 3:33 in the morning. So 11, 12, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Oh my God, it's like 4 hours of sleep. But that's okay, because I always meditate for 1 hour, 30 minutes during in the morning. So that really kind of like helped me a lot. Right. So again, I'm so grateful to be here. That you are also here with me, and taking this time for yourself, for your growth, and for your future, because I know that you will be learning a lot. It's not by accident that you are here, listening to my Go Live. It's by design, right? Because there's probably something that you learn from tonight's message. That's the reason why, for me, I truly, truly believe that if I click someone else Go Live, there's always something that I can pick, a wisdom from someone else, right? From someone else that can really relate to my intention. So today, wherever you are, I really want to talk about something that is not flashy, right? That is not dramatic and not trending on social media, but it is one thing that quietly changes everything in your life. And that word is consistency. And this is my fourth day of this Koran Success Challenge. So yeah, it's all about consistency. It's not about perfection. It's not being the most talented, not being the loudest person in the room, right? Not going viral, and not having everything figured out. And that word is consistency, especially for those of us who are full-time working moms like me, hardworking moms like me, raising kids, raising our beautiful children, managing household as well, and building something part-time with big dreams in our hearts. And that consistency is the secret weapon that makes everything possible. So if you've been following me through my 90 days Go and Success Challenge, you already know that this is not about rushing. It's not about burning out. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about showing up daily in a small, steady ways that compound over time. And this is something that I've learned from my mentor. Just be 1% better every day. 1% better every day. Show up every single day, even though you are doing a small, little, tiny wins. But those little, tiny wins that you have been doing over time compound it, and that will lead you into something big, something very, very big. And I truly believe that. Yeah, so it's because the woman like me who keeps showing up even when she is tired. I just literally today I kind of like came home late because my manager was at work today, so she did a lot of coaching for us and the other manager as well. And I've learned so much about work too. Yeah, so even when you're tired, I'm tired, even when you are doubting yourself, even though you cannot yet see the result, that woman or man always wins, right? And and here's the thing, what consistency really means, right? um I really want you guys to truly understand what consistency means, because many people misunderstand it. Consistency, for me, okay, in my belief, does not mean that you feel motivated every single day. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel powerful and unstoppable, and other days you feel tired and unsure and you don't want to do anything, right? Consistency does not mean that you do everything perfectly. It does not mean that every pause, I mean, every pause you create is amazing, or that every conversation leads to a sale, or that every week you see dramatic growth. For me, consistency simply means that you keep your word to yourself, right? And that's something, and this also reminds me from one of my mentor mentioned that discipline is self-love, right? Discipline is saying a command to yourself and you do it, right? Even though you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway because of your big dreams. So for me, it means you decide that I'm the kind of woman who does what she says she will do, even when it feels inconvenient, right? I'm working full time in the banking industry, coming home to my children, um, and immediately work on my business for an hour, and being present with my kids, helping my little girl with her homework. And at night, when my kids are or my families are asleep, and then sitting down to build my business at night. I did not always feel inspired, guys, but I created a structure. Instead of saying I'll work on my business when I feel ready, right? That happens all the time. I made an irrevocable decision that from this time, just like from this time, 8:30, sometimes it's 8:30 to 11 o'clock in the evening, that hour belonged to my future. Yeah. That hour was not negotiable. It wasn't glamorous, of course. It wasn't exciting every night, but it was steady. I show up every single day. Sometimes I feel guilty that I need to be sleep with my family, but I am doing this for them. I am doing this for them because I know that I know that I know that these things that I am doing is will pay off. It might be harder now, but it's better to work now and retire early. And that is the goal. That is really the goal. Consistency is not loud, right? I am doing this for a steady effort to build long-term success. That's pretty much it. Consistency is not loud. It is quiet. For me, it is calm. It is discipline. It is a disciplined love, right? I would say that it is a disciplined love towards my future self. And then here's the thing, why most people quit too early? Because many people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they stop before the results have time to show up. See, like they keep digging up the soil just if the plant started to grow. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, let me give you guys an example. Imagine going to the gym for 1 week. Okay, you wake up early, you work out, you eat healthier, and you feel proud of yourself. But after 7 days, you look in the mirror and you don't see a big difference, right? So you think maybe this, and then the first thing that comes into that person's mind is maybe this isn't working, and you stop. But what you didn't see is that your body had already started adjusting, right? Your muscles were slowly strengthening, your endurance was increasing, and change was happening beneath the surface, even if it was not visible yet. Remember when you plant a seed in a fertile soil, you might not see the plant growing yet to the surface, but underneath that, the roots are spreading uh underground, because these roots wants to build that foundation and become so steady and strong. So when those plants grow, right, and the wind's trying to smash this plant, but this plant's still standing because the root, right, is so strong enough to face that storm, right? That's the way it is, right? That's how our business works too. It works the same way. That's why confidence works the same way. Growth works the same way. The results are forming before they even appear. The challenges is that we live in a world that wants instant result, fast money, and quick validation. But again, guys, long term success does not work that way. In our system based business, which I love so much, this is not about getting rich quickly. This is about building something sustainable, something structured, something that can last and even be passed down to generations, right? That's why consistency requires patience, and patience is powerful. Consistency builds confidence too. A lot of people I know, right? I know, I just, like, I just need more confidence before I start showing up. That's the first thing. I only start the business when I see the result. And sometimes this is a very common one. You start first, Arnett, and when I see the result, I'll I'll then reach out to me, right? See, they're not confident enough to start the business. They don't see the bigger picture yet. But again, confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes from repetition. So the first time you go live, for example, your voice may shake. And that was me 5.5 years ago. Oh my goodness. Not 5.5 years ago because I waited for 1 year and 3 months to start to show up myself going live. Yeah, so the first time you go live, your voice may shake. The first time you follow up with someone, you may feel nervous. The first time you explain what you do, you may stumble over your words, just like me today. I am being coached with my boss and I feel so shaky, but when I connect with my client and then I feel like everything is okay. Because like it's totally different when you're talking to your boss than talking to the people that that you are trying to help with, right? Or maybe with your team too. And that is normal, guys. When I first started doing Zoom calls also and sharing about the business system, I overthought everything. I worried about how I sounded. I worried about what people think about me, about being judged, right? I questioned whether I was good enough too. But you know what? I kept going. I kept showing up. And something interesting happened. The fear, the fear of what is that? The fear slowly becomes smaller because again, you keep repeating, doing the same thing over and over again, you know, and then that makes you feel you're building that confidence. You're started to be comfortable being in front of the camera, right? And that uh, because the more you're doing something, the more uh, become familiar, right? And when something becomes familiar, it becomes less scary. And consistency turns fear into familiarity too. And familiarity is slowly builds confidence, and that's where the magic start, right? You do not wake up confident; you build confident through consistent daily actions, right? That's why, and I really want to talk about this consistency in business and follow up too, because this is what I do. And let's bring this directly into the business, especially for those of you building part-time business like me. In our business model, we do not chase people, we do not pressure, we attract true value, clarity, and structure, right? But attraction requires visibility. So if you show up once in a while, you know, if you show up once and disappear for 2 weeks, people forget you, right? If someone watches the webinar and says, I'll think about it, and you never follow up, they will move on because it seems like you're telling them that they're not as that important, right? Not because they didn't like you, but because the consistent person stayed in their awareness. Okay, what does this mean? This is why I always say that fortune is in the follow up. Follow up is not baking, it is leadership, guys. When you consistently show up in someone else's world, when you check in with intention, it's all about the intention and care, you build trust. And trust is what converts curiosity into commitment. And consistency is how you build credibility, right? So, yeah, that's how it is. So let's be honest. Motivation feels good, but motivation is emotional. Consistency is structural. So there will be days when your kids are tired, or there will be days when work is overwhelming, when you feel emotionally drained, right? But if your business depends on your mood, it will not grow, right? You have to keep showing up even though you are tired, even though you don't want to do anything. Just like me, I'd rather want to go to sleep. I'd rather want to go to sleep and relax and stuff like that time. But for me, I already, this become my routine every single night, is to show up on my business. You know, it's not all depends on my mood. If I will do that, I will not grow. But if your business is built on routine, it will continue moving forward even on hard days, just like what's happening today, tonight, right? You know, this is my routine every single night, is to show up on my business, and then answer inquiries, create videos, schedule my post, and review my ads, right? And then follow up too, right? Instead of saying I'll post when I feel inspired, and you know what happened? Decide in advance what days you post, right? Instead of saying I follow up when I remember, schedule a follow up days. Just like me, I follow up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You know, remove decision fatigue. Sometimes I follow up every single day, but there is a routine that I always follow up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if that become right your routine, and you're repeatedly doing it over and over again, it become automatic. It become normal to you now. You're not even thinking about it, right? You're not even thinking about, like, you know what, I'm just gonna follow up. So that's why there's a moment that I follow every single day, because that's already become my routine. Like, you know what, I'm just gonna share about this. Oh, I'm gonna share, but I consistently doing it, right? So make your own growth uh, automatic. You do not debate whether to brush your teeth. You simply do it because it is a part of who you are. Make your business habits that normal, you know. Yeah, so again, and this is something that I've been studying with my business partners in the morning. Is all about self-image, identity shift, right? At the deepest level, consistency is about identity. So when you shift from saying I'm trying to build something to saying I'm building something, your energy changes. See, it's always changing the language itself. So when you see yourself as a businesswoman, as a leader, as a woman who was creating a legacy for her children, you show up differently, right? The woman who receives abundance is the woman who remains steady as well. She does not panic when results are slow. uh, she does not quit when emotions fluctuate, right? She stays aligned all the time. And I have those moments. There are some days it is very, very slow. Did I stop posting? No, I consistently showing up. There are some moments that I really want um to lay back and do nothing. But you know what? I feel so uncomfortable if I will not do something on my business, because again, that becomes your routine. And then you automatically stop it, right? And that's not going to work, because I understand that small actions done daily compound into big transformation. Just like for example, just like money compounds, just like habits compounds, just like belief compounds, right? Yeah, so if you are in a season right now where you are working hard but not yet seeing huge results, I really want to hear me clearly. You are not behind, right? You are building. Every post that you are doing, every follow up, every training, every hour you dedicate yourself working on your business at night, it is shaping you into the man who can handle the next level, because that is consistency. Consistency is not exciting, but it is powerful. And if you keep showing up for 90 days like me, as I told myself, like, okay, I'm gonna do this 90 days Grand Success Challenge with my team, right? Then I have to show up. Showing up every single day, not only in my business, but also become a role model for my team too. because my team is showing up every single day, just do this 90 days core and success challenge. That is the intention that they build in the beginning of this journey, and that I am supporting them. So I'm also doing this 90 days core and success challenge. They have that intention and a structure. You will not be the same. And then, because I told them, they will not be the same person at the end once they are done with this. Because again, most of them are so new, few months old in the business, never done any go live, but because of their desire to change their business, right? And then they were not happy about the result too. And this is the time for them to show up, right? And that woman, because my team are all women, right? Who keep showing up always wins. That's why you are here to really, really build um, that habit, because this is a new habit that you are doing, right? And this is really gonna help you in the long run. Okay, so that even though I am doing my go live and I'm also helping my little girl doing her assignment. Are you done with your assignment, Anna? And how about the your your notebook, your journal? You want me to? Yeah. So again, I am in between of this, but this is not gonna stop me of doing my business. This is like my little girl, and here's the thing too. I trained my little girl, and that is my monthly goal, right? Is to help my little girl to be more independent doing her assignment. At first, like my goal is to really support her, right? And then because my goal is to help her more independent. So first we will work together. Second is to guide her and see how what she does. And then the third one is I want to see her to do her assignment by herself, because I want her to be independent, and she's doing an amazing job. She just want me to sign this and sign that, because, and it's also helping me, because if I keep babying my little girl to do her assignment over and over again, that's not gonna work, because especially me, I'm traveling, going to PG, right? And I want her to be more independent, not me. All of course, I've been taking also her assignment just to make it sure that it's done. Want to make it sure that she's not missing anything, right? But if you train her consistently from day one, then and you're also empowering her, right? You're also empowering her uh, to do to do her assignment as well. Thank you. Have a good night. Wanna kiss mommy? Say good night. Yeah, good night. Okay. Yeah, so again, these are things that you need to do. So just basically for me, like I'm trying to go with my monthly goal, because I have a monthly goal that I need to do, because I have to submit that with my mentor as well. And it's just really, 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 really helpful. Very, very helpful as well. So yeah, keep the consistency going, and stop digging. Stop digging. Let the root expand beneath the surface. Water it all the time. Plant new belief. New belief. There are some moments that we're not motivated enough, but find something that motivates you. But again, for me, you don't need a motivation if your why is so big. And my kids are the reason why I show up every single day at night. And I keep telling myself, this is um, this is temporary. Uh, this is temporary. Again, so I just keep like just hang in there, just hang in there, just hang in there. That's why every day is day one for me. Every day is the one, because if I keep counting the days, that's gonna make me crazy, right? And for me, if you train your mind to think differently, that every day is day one, and then okay, it's day one today, keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up, because the more you show up, the more you compound. The more you compound, the result, the rewards will come back big time. All right, so that's it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for listening with me tonight. Thank you for my viewers, Jack, yes, from Ottawa, and then also from Maria from Colorado. Thank you, ladies, for watching. And yes, so grateful to be here, guys. Thank you so much, and have a good night. All right, bye bye. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for my day 5 of this Goran Success Challenge. Good night. And if no one has said this to you yet, I love you guys. Good night.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it